Hey everyone, what is up? Louis Vlogs and Games here. Welcome back to another new video on the channel and welcome to vlog number 115 of the vlog series. Recently we just came back from Cleethorpes, played a bit of arcades there, go on the miniature railway and the light railway there. Those were some good times there, but we've been thinking about going a little bit further now as we're now going down to South Wales. Over to Barry, also the place of Gavin and Stacey, if you guys heard of that popular sitcom that probably is not on telly anymore. It was also taking place in Billericay in Essex, but we thought we'd just go down to Barry today because we would like to get some place in the sun, but by the looks of it, it looks like it's a place in the pissing rain. So what we're going to do in Barry is we're going to spend some time on the beach, go to the amusement park there, and as we're staying for the night, we have also booked a hotel there. We're not sure what it could be yet, but we will find out soon once we get there. We're just currently going down the M5 now, but we'll shortly hop onto the M50 over to South Wales and then we will make it over to Barry. So without any further ado guys, sit back and enjoy the vlog! We now welcome you into the Wales as we're just driving down the suburbs of Cardiff South until we get to Barry. Well, here we are then, we've made it to Barry after a 2-hour drive along to Wales, and we've just parked outside of the Mount Rooms Hotel, which will be our hotel we're going to spend the night in. So before we do everything else, we're going to get ourselves booked in, get our hotel rooms, and then we'll get the fun started. Alright, so apparently our room isn't ready until 3 in the afternoon, so what we're going to do for a bit, we've got about 3 hours to spare, we're going to go down to the front and see what Barry Island has to offer. It's about a 20-minute walk from the Mount Rooms Hotel to get over to the Barry Island Amusement Centre. Passing through, we can also see Barry Railway Station, which is just about 5 minutes from the hotel. The railway station is operated by Transport for Wales and it has quite a frequent service going into Cardiff with trains every 15 minutes. That's quite good if you ask me. And yet we can still see trains crawling through behind the trees. Oh, what's a lovely train, isn't it, Alan? Hello. Welcome to Barry Island, where we're just crossing over the car park now. So in the distance ahead, we can now see Barry Island Amusement Park, where we'll spend a couple of quid on the rides and spend a few hours there. So we may as well get over there now, get some tokens, then we'll go on to a few rides. We will be going on the amusement park in a few moments as it's not open yet, so we will have a quick look around Barry Island itself. Apart from the amusement park itself, there is quite a lot of arcades and the home of Gavin and Stacey, with a cafe nearby the seafront where you can get your photographs taken. Oh, that's a nice one right there. Cardiff Airport isn't as far from Barry, it's just 4 miles away and you can see the planes quite low on landing. Here's a British Airways Boeing 777 from Gatwick. That's a rare sight. Normally it would be Airbus A320s. I thought we would also stop by and get some fish and chips from O'Shea's. And yeah, even if you can still do fish and chips, I can still get sausages and the brothers can get chicken nuggets along with the chips. Wow, that was a fail. In the distance, it looks like the swing ride at the pleasure park is working today. We'll continue walking down nearby the sea until we turn off to go towards the pleasure park. This is the part that gets exciting. I thought we would go now over to the pleasure park for a bit now. We do have some money to play in the arcades. We've got about a £5 to spend on the arcade machines. Coming in through the back entrance of the pleasure park, we have been greeted to a dinosaur ride, which appears to be looking absolutely familiar to the dragon ride at Stourport. You get a merry-go-round with the Queen on board, teacup ride in the middle. And as we continue to make our way down to the main entrance, we can also see the Disco Fever, a roller coaster that sadly wasn't working, and the bumper cars, which is something that we will jump on shortly. The waters can also be seen, and at the very end we could also see the big swing ride. So apparently we decided to spend 55 quid on 78 tokens to use on this theme park. Let's do the bumper cars first, that's an all-time favourite. So here we are on our first ride of the day, which is the bumper cars, and this was a little bit of a violent bumper cars if you ask me. Let's go through this. So once it starts off, it starts nice and slowly, slow paced, quite easy, until a few more minutes later it started to pick up some speed, and this is where you can proper hurt yourself if you're not careful. And this is why Milo will never pass his driving score when he grows up. We're now going to move on towards the swing rides now, and these go quite high up. I had a GoPro on me, but I would be worried if I drop it because I don't have the headset. That's what it looks like from third person. Milo vibing and Lowen just relaxing on the waters. This got rather quick and spinny. Last time I went on this I actually threw up. Too bored for the waters, I must say, says Milo. Anyways, we're now going to go ahead and chill for a bit as we now go on the Ferris wheel and check out the magnificent views of Barry. Oh, here we are. You'd also get a really good view of the sea in the distance away. And as we look around, as we make our way up on the Ferris wheel, we can also see the entire of Pleasure Park, including a few arcades from down here and the grass beach. Oh, I've seen this ride on another video. That ride is called the Jungle River, which will be something that we will ride on after a few moments. From down bottom, you can also see Barry Island train station, which is just opposite the amusement park, where you can see trains going into Cardiff. We could also see our hotel in the distance away, but the ride is unfortunately stopping. After jumping off the Ferris wheel, we've now moved on to the dinosaur roller coaster, which looks so familiar to the Stourport one, or it's the Dragon one there. This one looks absolutely identical. And look what we've just got into. The Jungle River is next up. And I thought that I'd go on this as well with Alan and Lowen, but they sat me in the wrong position. Alan purposely sit at the back so he doesn't get soaked, and I had nowhere else to sit. So I had to sit like in front of him. That was only the first drop, but we will shortly go higher, and the second drop will be more dramatic and quicker.
Here we go, hold on tight! Hold on tight, big drop!
No other option to sit, and now look at me, absolutely splashed. Not even with spare clothes.
Oi!
I'm going shirtless now. Apparently, I was absolutely drenched on that ride. Apparently, all of my shirt was all wet. Look at all the rest of that.
He's done, but I'm not. Lucky me. It's my lucky day. I'm ready.
You weren't even on it.
Good. Can I do anything?
Right, so we're now done with the park for the time being, and it's almost 3 o'clock, not far away. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to head back to the hotel and we'll check out our room accommodation.
Let's go. Oh, boys, look at this. This is unbelievable.
And this is our hotel room for the night. We get a king-size bed with 2 solo beds for Lowen and Milo, but not a bed for me. Where am I going to sleep? You'd also get 2 massive windows, a TV so you can watch repeats of the chase hundreds of times. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Challenge TV. Now here's a locker room that you could lock yourself in because this door does not have any handles. And into the bathroom, you've got your normal sink, bath, shower, toilet, and a huge window for people to spy on you while you're having a crap. Right then, so we just entered our hotel room. He is immediately going to bed. You're already knackered, aren't you? Right, so while we're here now, we're going to get ourselves changed after getting soaked on that ride. Then we will head out later. What?
Lord, this is cringe.
What? Basically copying me. So later on, we'll head back down to the Whitmore Bay. We're going to have food and possibly play on the arcade. We have not checked that out yet. And we've got a fiver to use on the arcade machine. So that will be something worth noticing. So it's show time. Right, we're all prepared. We're just about to shortly head down to the bottom of the hill, and then we will go get some dinner at where we could go and get some. Let's go now.
I've booked you. 5-star hotel.
Really?
Fantastic cuisine.
Oh, really?
Freshly cooked in front of you.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to cost an absolute fortune.
How much?
The place is called Weatherspoons.
And we welcome you to the Barry Weatherspoons. Let's see if the food is actually quite good, because we haven't gone to this Weatherspoons before. And let's hope we can also get a pizza, because normally Weatherspoons should be quite good with their pizzas. And here's my pizza that is well cooked and very well made. Even the chips and chicken nuggets are very well cooked as well. Weatherspoons, over the times we've gone here, has made some very delicious food. The chips and chicken nuggets are quite good. The pizza is really well made, and yet it is still very delicious to eat. But is this all for a 5-star restaurant, or is it? How about that for a 5-star restaurant?
Sure it was. Sure it was.
Actually, it was 4.1 stars out of 5. But we're now done with Weatherspoons. So what we're going to do now is going to head over to the amusement park for a bit to play on some arcades. We haven't had to go on any arcades yet. I'm not going on that again. I never thought I'd see Barry Island this deserted before. Normally it's the summer. It's supposed to be so busy. It seems like they just shut everything so early. Most of the stuff are closing, yet it's only 8 o'clock. Oh. And that immediately closes. The gate has gone down. Barry used to have a Butlins a long time ago, before it closed in 1996. That's probably why there's not a lot of people coming to this place. Well, that has gone fast, hasn't it? Oh, another one's gone. Another one. Oh, it was just an ice cream shop. Nothing interesting. There is still a few arcade centres that are still open, and if Pleasure Park is closed, Treasure Island is still open, so we may as well go there for a bit until it decides to close on us. Go on now, get on. It stopped on you? It stopped too big. We sort of see this arcade game quite a lot of areas now, and there's another one here. Well, let's get Marley his 200 tickets, and we already know the hack method to get it. So push it, and we'll be back. That took longer than I thought. While Marlo has his go, Lowen's going to play a shooting game, which didn't last long. And back to the action, it seems like box 3 has the 200 tickets. So let's drop the box and we will see the reveal. And we're now going to move on to a chaotic game of air hockey, and shockingly there was 2 pucks on this one. Hey yo, watch it! I'm going to stand all the way back here in case something flies right at my face, like that. Next up is the hamster wheel. 1 minute of free time just running on a hamster wheel and see if you can beat the high score, which is always 50. Oh, no, don't. Oh, God. And then we have arrived at the ticket hurricane, where all you have to do is catch the ticket in 1 minute, see how much you can get, and bearing in mind, when time runs out, there is some on the floor for you to take. I thought we would also take a walk down towards the sea, as it's quite far back, and let's take a bit of a walk there. Look what he's just drawn. all the way towards the end, you can spot the rest of the United Kingdom. I think we can also spot Devon and Somerset in the distance. And having a look on the map, we might have seen Burnham-on-Sea from this distance away. Lovely views though, as we can see the sea kicking in. Just had a little look down on the beach. Yeah, the water's about to kick in now, so we may as well get out before it even reaches this and we get soaked and we might not be able to wear shoes and socks tomorrow. And you know what's shocking about Barry Island is how dead it is. Like normally you get like a lot of people coming during the summer, and at night time it's ever so quiet. There's a lot of things closed. There's amusement parks, arcades, most of that's closed, including the main amusement park. That's been closed like ages ago. Normally you have a lot of people coming at night to enjoy the stuff, restaurants, pubs, getting drunk, all the stuff that you would enjoy doing by the sea. But it's shocking there's not as many people from what you expect from a seaside holiday town like this. This is so common because of Gareth and Stacey, and not as many people has recognised this place during night times and other periods. But since we're now done with that now, we're going to go head back to our hotel now, as we're getting pretty knackered, and we'll get ourselves prepared for the next morning, as I'm kind of curious what we might get up to, but we'll see. Let's make our way back to the hotel now. And I was lucky enough to get a bed, so we may as well sleep on this bed until the next morning, see what we might be getting up to. But for now, it's good night from Alan.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
And it's good night for me. Good night. Here's what's still to come from our adventure in South Wales. It's the first time going to Cardiff on the train. And we go on a semi-shopping spree. Alan, what did you buy? Oh, we'll find out in the next part. Stay tuned.